Hello everyone, this is Khalifa Muhammad Asif. Welcome back to EduPharma. Today I am going to talk about another method for the study of particle size distribution, which is nothing but the optical microscopy. It is the counting type method as we have discussed in the earlier video. Microscopy can be used as an absolute method of particle size analysis. Actually, it is the only method in which we can observe and measure the individual particles. Under a microscope, we can observe a two-dimensional image of particles, and from this image, estimation of particle size can be made available. The size range of optical microscopy can be ranged from 0.5 to 150 micron, and this technique can be used to perform the size analysis of particles present in the suspension, dry powders, emulsions, and aerosols, while an electron microscope is used for the particle ranging from 0.01 to 10 micron, and it is therefore suitable for the determination of particle size of colloidal dispersions. Let's understand the principle of optical microscopy. In manual optical microscopy, the dispersed particles are viewed by transmission, and the areas of magnified images are compared with the areas of known sizes inscribed on a graticule. The relative number of particles are determined in each of series of size classes. This represents the size distribution by a number from which it is possible to calculate the distribution. For reproducible results, at least 300 to 500 particles must be observed. But if we talk about British Pharmaceutical Codex criteria, a total of 625 particles are to be observed. As we know, particles are non-spherical most of the time. The equivalent diameters must be considered for the size measurement. The particles are measured along an arbitrarily chosen fixed line, generally made across the center of particle, and the diameters are observed by some popular measurements. This includes Faraday's diameter, Martin's diameter, and projected area diameter. Faraday's diameter is the distance between two tangents on opposite sides of particle parallel to some fixed direction. Martin's diameter is the length of line that bisects the particle image, and the projected area diameter is the diameter of circle with the same area as that of particle observed perpendicular to the surface on which the particle rests. Let's come to the advantages. Advantages of optical microscopy may include as it is an accurate and simple method, particles can easily be observed, and most importantly, agglomeration and contamination can be detected under a microscope. Disadvantages include it is time consuming as counting the individual particles makes this method more tedious. Another limitation is that the same particle may be counted repeatedly. Also, the presence of moisture causes the problems, and this method is not suitable for extremely small particles. Let's see the requirements to perform size analysis by optical microscopy. Very first, we will need a compound microscope, then our sample, and a stage micrometer, which will be needed for calibration of the eyepiece micrometer. Let's see what is the stage micrometer. It is a glass slide on which a linear scale of 1 mm length is engraved. Here 1 mm is divided into 100 equal parts, so one division of standard stage micrometer is 0.01 mm, or we can say 10 micrometer. We can calibrate eyepiece by superimposing the lines of stage micrometer with an eyepiece micrometer. This is an eyepiece micrometer. It is actually a glass disc engraved with a scale of 10 mm in length, and it is placed between the lenses of an eyepiece. This 10 mm scale is divided into a total of 100 equal parts, so we can say Each part or each division must be 0.1 millimeter or 100 micrometers. Here, one more thing to understand that whatever specimen we observed in the microscope is magnified onto the reticule by the magnification power of the objective. So the actual amount of specimen superimposed on the reticule can be calculated as 0.1 millimeter divided by objective magnification. Let's see the example. If we use 4x objective, one division will be 0.1 divided by 4, that is 0.025 millimeter or 25 microns. In most of the cases we used 10x objective, so here comes the value of one division. Let's understand the procedure how to perform optical microscopy. Here are different steps, which are cleaning of microscope, calibration of eyepiece micrometer, sample preparation and counting of the particles. Cleaning the microscope is necessary before starting the experiment. The next step is calibration of the eyepiece micrometer. First, adjust the light and mount the stage micrometer on the stage and observe the scales under a microscope. Here in this image you can see the scales. The first one is eyepiece micrometer scale, which is showing the value of 0 to 100. The second one is the stage micrometer scale. Here you need to figure out the actual value of one division of eyepiece micrometer. For that, just find out two lines of eyepiece micrometer completely overlapping the lines of stage micrometer and count the division of both the scales between two overlapping lines. Here you can see these two lines are completely overlapping each other, or you can say superimposed each other. Now count the divisions covering lines for both scales. We can calculate the value of one division in this way. One division on stage micrometer scale is equal to 10 micrometer. Let the number of divisions of stage micrometer scale coinciding is x and the number of divisions of eyepiece micrometer scale coinciding is y. The calculation will be like this. If xth division on stage micrometer is equal to yth division on eyepiece scale, then one division on eyepiece scale is equal to x multiplied by 10 divided by y micrometer. So in this case 25 divisions of stage micrometer are coincides with 30 divisions of eyepiece scale. So one division of eyepiece scale is equal to 8.33 micrometer. This is the least count of eyepiece scale, or we can say one division of eyepiece micrometer is about of 8.33 micrometer. If particle in our sample covers one division, means the size of this particle is 8.33 micrometer, and if it covers two divisions, means it is having the size of 16.66 micrometer, and so on. Now it's time for sample preparation. If the sample is a powder, we can directly sprinkle it over a glass slide. If it is in the form of dispersion, we need to take a drop and put it on the slide with the help of a dropper. The most important step is particle counting. It requires a special technique. As you can see here, particles can be distributed over a glass slide, and it is very difficult to avoid repetitive counting of the same particles under a microscope. To avoid this, The movement of slide under the field of view should be controlled and it should follow the particular motion path as you can see here. In this way, count not less than 300 particles to get the distribution curve. Particle size range can be judged by viewing the sample. For that, we just need to figure out which particles cover minimum and maximum divisions so we can easily define our particle size ranges. In the observation table, first column will be of size range and the second column will be the mean size. A counted number of particles should be written in the next column. Other columns can be plotted as shown in this table. Calculation and frequency distribution curve can be obtained from this data as discussed in the previous video of sieve analysis. The link for the video is given in the description box or you can find it somewhere here at the right top. That's it for today. Keep watching. Thank you very much.